I'm currently doing the books that are not, like, don't have a place on the shelf. So the first one I picked up that I totally forgot I had was the Black Jewels trilogy by Anne Bishop. I'm really excited to read this. The first book is Daughter of Blood. The second is Heir to the Shadows, and the third is Queen of Darkness, and I've heard really good things about this series. I know it was a series that inspired a sham, so I am going to be keeping this. This was a book club book that we read. Really enjoyed it. Super sweet and cute. Okay, and then these two are The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna, The World That We Knew by Alice Hoffman, and these I will be keeping. Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. Definitely keeping this. I'm going to be reading it hopefully in the coming year because this is becoming a movie with Paul Mescal and Jessie Buckley. And Jessie Buckley is one of my favorite actresses, so I'm definitely excited to get to this. The next book I have is Malice. So this is book one. This is a sapphic retelling of Sleeping Beauty. I thought this was cute and fun. The edges are spray. This is like the first printing exclusive. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Okay, and then the rest of these things are okay. This is an arc, which I'll just take to her and she will take them. How I Live Now. This is the movie tie-in edition. I liked this. I preferred the movie, so this is going to be an Unhaul. Let's see. What is this? Oh, this is from a giveaway I won. I Heart Colleen Hoover. I will not be wearing those tattoos. Graceling. I do really want to read this series. I don't like this cover. And I know this series got like a revamp set of covers, so I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm sorry, I'm like quite backlit. Maybe I can fix it a little bit. I look awful, but we're unhauling books, so we don't have to look pretty to unhaul books. This is Foul It's Fair, which this is an arc, so I DNF'd it. Alright, everything else on the shelf is keep. So I do have a copy of Illuminae and these Broken Stars by J. Kristoff and Megan Spooner, which I'm not going to unhaul because they were they're signed and personalized from when I met them years and years ago when Illuminae first came out. What in the world is that? Oh, okay. Let's see what these are. Okay, this is book one in this series. Is this, I think, yeah. I do believe I'm missing book 4. That I think there's 4 out right now. And I love the Twisted series by Anna Huang. So this is not being unhauled, obviously. The book cover. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now to the top of this shelf. And I'm picking the books that don't have a place on the bookshelf. They're just stuck in Yellowface. Loved this book. 5 out of 5 stars. One of my all-time favorites. Also one that I recommended on my International Women's Day post. And this is a retelling of King Lear. Really excited to read this. I'm not unhauling any of these. This is Among the Thieves by M.J. Kuhn, Nevermornight by J. Kristoff, The Observer's Atlas by McKenna Suman. I loved this. This is a book of poetry, and I don't know if you guys can see, but I did tab it up. This was a birthday gift from one of my friends, and it just has like the prettiest artwork. I definitely want to go back and reread some of these poems because they're so good, and the artwork is just absolutely stunning. I lose myself so wonderfully in lives that aren't my own, in the stories I consume as if they were the air to keep me breathing. Briefly I feel, I ache, I love. Then the illusion ends. So good. Like, love. The Bone Ships, yes, keeping. Hopeless, not unhauling. Done and Dusted. No, but I'm happy I found where this was because I'm keeping this because this is really good for like a 24-hour readathon. You see how short it is? Not that I've done very many 24 readathons recently. I think the last one I did was with Jan. That was like a year ago. So I think I'm just too old to do 24-hour readathons now. I can't live, laugh, love. The Slow Regard for Silent Things by Patrick Rothfuss. I'm definitely keeping this. It's so cute and short. Again, another good book for a 24-hour readathon if I did those. But it is also like a standalone novella about a character from the Kingkiller Chronicles. Now this one is a maybe because I loved one book by Elizabeth Rourke, didn't like the other books that I've read by her. So I think I'm going to keep this. I'll read it. Then if I don't enjoy, well, unhaul it. I mean, that man is fine though. Look at those. Look at the abs. Ooh. Sexy. I will be keeping the Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Did really like this one. It's a cute, cozy fantasy. This is another book of poetry, which I did really enjoy. So please don't go before I get better. And then the last one is an ARC Chef's Kiss. I believe this is a romance with a trans main character, and I've heard really good things about this. However, I do have a finished copy of this, so I think I will unhaul the art. Yeah, I think I'm gonna unhaul the arc of this. I will actually give it to my friend because I think she would enjoy this. Then I have Clever Creatures of the Night. This is by a Cuban author. I believe she's Cuban. She's definitely Hispanic. Pretty sure she's Cuban. So this is gonna be kept. I did read this. I don't remember what it was about. Me ahorca si no te puedo decir. Like, I don't know what this book was happened in this book. I gave it 4 stars. All right, y'all. I don't even know what these are. Heat of the Everflame. I will not be getting rid of this. Look how big she is. Haven't read this one yet because where's the next book? Shady Hollow. I'm really excited to read these. They're so floppy. I can't tell you guys, like, the texture of these books, of this series, like, scratches an itch in my brain. I don't even know. But that's not, none of these are being unhauled. This actually at my local used bookstore because I have one book in the Tamora Pierce series. It's this like style of cover, but now these covers are not being made. I need my series to match, especially if it's mass market. Like, please. Favorite hockey series, romance series, Behind the Net and The Fallout. I love this book so much. I could vomit when I think about how much I love that book. I think for right now, I'm just gonna, this video is getting long, so I'm gonna show you what I am unhauling. So the light is quickly fading, so I'm just gonna rapid fire these. Jennifer Weiner. This is an ARC. I have a finished copy as well, I believe. I think I put the finished copy in here. This is The Summer Place. Tried a few of hers. I was on her mailing list for a little while. I just couldn't get into it. My Year of Rest and Relaxation. I've heard problematic things about this that has to do with like the use of the N-word, and also it's about a woman who wants to commit suicide, so I think that's best not on my shelves. The Book of Cold Cases, The Boy with a Bird in His Chest, The Two Lives of Lydia Bird, Small Angels, The House in the Cerulean Sea, When Life Gives You Lululemon, Graceling, Small Town Big Magic. The last 3 Colleen Hoover books that are standing on my shelves, which was It Starts With Us, Heartbones, and Layla. You Had Me at Hola, That Summer, Love in the Time of Serial Killers, Powerless. I hated this book. It was one of our book club picks and I hated it. It was so bad. I don't understand. Not good. Bad. unhauling. Hook, line, and sinker. Love the first book of this. I don't actually own the first book. I own the second book. Didn't like this one as much. It was a 3.5 star, so I'm not ever gonna reread it. I don't ever think about it, so it's going. This was really well written. I thoroughly enjoy Chloe Gong. I hate Romeo and Juliet, so I don't know why I thought, let me get a Romeo and Juliet retelling. Fantasy Romeo and Juliet retelling. No, Cam, this is not for you, and you know that. Like, I know I don't enjoy Romeo and Juliet, so I didn't enjoy this book. I gave it 4.4 stars, 3.5, 4 stars. I rounded up to 4 stars because it was so well written and it was so well plotted and thought out. I don't vibe with Romeo and Juliet. I just don't, and that's okay. So unhaul. I've been so like, do I unhaul it? Do I not? Do I unhaul it, girl? Unhaul it. Foul is Fair, not my cup of tea. Read this years ago. Then I tried to reread it. I was like, I'm not 15 anymore. I don't enjoy this. So I am only 21. So, you know, it hasn't been that long. But, and then episode 13, I absolutely hated this book. This book is too long. Who wrote this? Craig DeLuey. Sir, yes, it started off so strong, okay? First 100 pages, I was really enjoying. This book is 400 and something pages long. A horror novel, 400 pages long. A ghost story. No, 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 no. I hated this. I hated it. By the way, it was a 5-star prediction and I hated it. And then I have How I Live Now. So this is probably gonna be series 1 because as you can tell, I only did this bookshelf. 6 others to do. So the other ones in my room honestly are not as gonna be as hard because they're my favorite series, so I'm probably not gonna unhaul any of those. And then my mass markets, which I'm not unhauling, and my fan fiction shelf, which I'm not unhauling. So this is episode 1. Sorry for the chaotic energy. There was a whole pile that I skipped, so that's why the angle's a little different. First 2 books are by Tessa Bailey, Fix Her Up and My Killer Vacation. We've all heard the stories about My Killer Vacation. This one was the first romance that I ever read, and I think that like when I started getting into romance, so I think that's why I kept this for so long. But the main character is a clown, like literally a clown. She's not, yeah, no, I don't want to read that in my romance. No tea, no shade to clowns, if that's your profession. Not mine, not my. Willow, I don't know if you guys can see, this is the discreet cover of To Be Claimed by Willow Winters. First of all, I hated this book. Second of all, heard about Little Miss Problematic over here. And then The Invisible Husbands of Frick Island. I don't know. Temptation, book 1 in the Hunted series by Ivy Smoke. Labyrinth Lost. Bye. That's it now. Okay, bye. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye!